let's make this clear, and make this clear for once, better yet, second in history. Any person, and I mean any person, who makes a forbidden move, a forbidden spell, a forbidden technique, or any other sort, guess what? Everyone will be biased, and that person that committed the forbidden spell and so forth will be marked for death. That's all there is to it. Some people cannot understand the unreal, and because of that, they'll just instantly just go to the conclusion that anything forbidden is considered sudden death. Sudden death, that's it, that's all. Let's see. I gotta say, my own family don't understand a goddamn thing. They don't know shit. They fail to simply understand the person by listening to all these lies from others, and they thought they was going to be saved by saving themselves by, let's say they kill their own family member thinking that they would be saved from the mark of death. They're never going to be saved, because that person and that family member with the last name, not only that person is marked for death for a sudden forbidden spell or forbidden move or so forth, the entire family tree is marked for death, sudden death. Come on. Everyone is just pitching in and playing a role. They never wanted that family tree alive to begin with, especially since that person is the first in the family to make that forbidden act. So yeah, let's say recall. Villagers, you got to think villagers. Think of villagers. Think of all the villages. Villagers and villages. How would the villagers feel? Their instant mind will always go to one thing. They see something that looks so unreal. They're just gonna say straight to the point, it's witchcraft. Yeah, just witchcraft, witches, and stuff like that. And because of witchcraft, what do they do to witchcraft and all that other shit? They crucify them. You play with witchcraft, you get crucified. You play with forbidden spells or that make it that looks like witchcraft, you get crucified. Instantly, sudden death. It's no different from any modern day to any past lifetime or so forth. There's no different. Shit. I can say this, my own family failed. They thought they were going to really save themselves, so I had to really bring out the truth by bringing up what matters most. It only takes a person just to die or get killed just to bring up something that matters most, that'll ultimately seal everyone's faith and also bring everything to light at the same time, and also to take down all the perpetrators who are involved as well. So that's the bingo card. That's why always have a trump card, the trumpet card, the ace in the hole, trump card. That's it. That's all. You know how villagers are when they see witchcraft. You put them in wagons. You see a person in a, let's say, the 17th century. 17th century, all the villagers, they're just gathering hay, milking cows and eggs and so forth. But then you got one of the you got one of the children having to be playing with witchcraft. Villagers sees it. The villagers tells the mayor of the village, and the mayor has to make the decision. Depends on if it's causing a phantoming like problem, which in case it ain't a problem, it's just the fact that people are biased, so they'll just go straight to the point. It's witchcraft. You get crucified, you get stoned to death, you get burned alive, you get simply just drowned in some cage or whatnot, have barrels dumped on your entire body, have snakes, be pitted with snakes and dogs and any rabid animals inside of some cage and so forth. That's those the kind of tactics, and everyone's getting the joy out of it. It's like gladiators. Man, I don't care what nobody say. If I do something that's unreal, that don't give the person the right to make the call to say it's forbidden and go to the conclusion, sudden death. That don't give no right to nobody. I don't go for that. I don't care. Let's say Ollie Flowers. I don't like Ollie Flowers. Ollie Flowers made the call to say it's sudden death. Stephen has made a forbidden act. So it's sudden death for him, sudden death in his entire family tree. They will be condemned because that is not supposed to happen. That is disqualified. That's what Ollie Flowers say. Ollie Flowers, first of Ollie Flowers, may God bless your soul because I got the best of you. You're not finna get over me. You and your OSI company. I don't care about that. OSI Food Group making crappy bacon with poop and all that on. Oh yeah, let's talk about OSI Food Group. I did work there. Hey OSI, I did work at your OSI. I worked at your OSI Food Group. Ollie Flowers, yeah, your former employee, yes I did. And you want to know why all that bacon was recalled? Because I literally, let's just say, I took a bag of dog feces. And just literally just smeared some of it on the bacon as it went through the cooking, as it went through the cooking process. You want all that bacon got recalled because I took some dog feces and just put it inside of a bag and just smeared it on some of the bacon while it's just going through the cooking process. 45 South Racine, Chicago. All that bacon got recalled. You had a tons of bacon inside of a batch just recalled. Even the bacon that was already cooked, ready to be shipped, it's all instantly recalled because all that bacon literally had dog feces on it. I literally just took some dog crap and just brought it inside the company and just smeared it on the bacon. You know. Oh yeah, and let's talk about that washroom. You know what happened in that washroom? That washroom that had that little crack on one of the bathroom doors? Yeah. Apparently, I kicked that bitch open. That was me. I kicked that door open. There was a crack on one of the bathroom doors in the bathroom, right? There's a crack on the bathroom doors. One of the cracks, that was me. The door got jammed, so I had to kick it open, the screws came loose, and it just simply made a huge dent inside the door, and then the material, not the materials, the bolts and so forth, just simply came out of place. So I had to kick it open. So that was me. Ollie Flowers, if you didn't know that was me. I ain't pulled no foul on, but I did cracked open that bathroom door. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ollie Flowers, OSI Food Group, all those orange gloves. Yeah, all those orange gloves. I've been stealing some orange gloves. I've been stealing some of them orange gloves, but I was just using them just to to clean up, for cleaning up, the toilet, bathroom toilet. So I was taking some orange gloves home, just taking some orange gloves, there's orange gloves, taking them home and just use them just to clean the bathroom toilet. Instead of me having to go to Dollar General and just buy some, disinfecting gloves, I took the cooking gloves that OSI used and used them for the bathroom toilet. So I'm that ornery. I don't care how ornery I am. I don't care how it looks for you, Ollie Flowers. You're not finna get the best of me. That's it. That's all. No, Ollie. You're not ever finna get the best of me. Think about it, Ollie Flowers. You wanted things your way, but it's not gonna happen. It's you made the call. You made the call. And you had a nerve to try to sit up there and try to have someone roped, chained, zip-tied over something forbidden. Oh my God, he has made a forbidden act. So he must be chained, he must be zip-tied, he must be sentenced to, he must be hanged, he must be roped, he must be caged, he must be relinquished, he must be such and such, he must be disqualified, his family tree will get the same boot. Make sure his family tree don't know the truth. That's the thing, Ollie Flowers. OSI Food Group, 45 South Racine, Chicago. You just didn't want the family to find out the truth, that they're going to go through the same process, the relinquished process, and everyone is just having the thrill. It only took me, myself, and I just to turn the tables on you, Ollie Flowers. And guess what? I had to do it without you realizing what I was planning to do. That's the thing. I ain't going for that, Ollie Flowers. I don't care what you say. It ain't my problem. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't my problem. You don't have the right to simply judge and make the call of something that is look historic. It's historic for the government. Something that is something never seen before is historic. It's historic for the government. But you sit up there and say that is instantly sudden death and it must be crucified. Crucified something forbidden? Yeah, you literally stated that anything forbidden is crucified. Anything forbidden is crucified. You do something forbidden is crucified. Whatever is forbidden is crucified. Let's say, what's forbidden? What's forbidden? Okay, a person that literally controls the weather, crucified. A person that literally just levitates on a carpet, crucified. A person that literally manipulate animals or somehow making animals talk with human tones, crucified. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if the next person comes on this earth not doing what I have done, but simply literally just come on this earth and had the capability to teach animals how to talk. And if animals start speaking like Garfield and shit, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem. Animals and shit speaking like Garfield. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, Monday, 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 Monday. Yeah, cat starts pronouncing Monday with meows. I'm pretty sure that it's possible for a cat just to pronounce Monday for meow. Just have to go at it. Meow, 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 and so forth. I wouldn't be surprised if a cat try to start pronouncing Monday by changing the meows. And when that happens, it gets crucified. You ain't finna crucify me over something whatever I did OSI. I'm not playing. Everyone think it's a joke. Everyone think it's a joke. It's all just an imagination. Amnesia. This is all just it's all just a misunderstanding. That's what you're saying, Ali and OSI. It's a misunderstanding. Okay. So it's a misunderstanding when I decided to just take it nationwide and bring chaos. Okay. It's going to be misunderstanding when I take it nationwide. I'm going to bring this nation down, Ollie Flowers, in my own way. Do you know how much damage I have caused being what I am and what am capable of? Every nation has went through my own problem. And I brought it nationwide. Do you know how much damage I have caused? You wouldn't want to know. Let's see. I cost this in total of everything that I've done. I say it's about 35 trillion in damages. 35 trillion in damages. But I do plan to make it beyond that. I say I want to do at least about 80 trillion in damages. So that's like 1/3 of the earth is, tainted, disrupted revenue. Do you know what that means? That means every nation is going through a turmoil. Italy, New Zealand, Russia, the United Kingdom. Every nation is going through a terminal process of what I am capable of. You think I'm just gonna just let you have your way and just simply mysteriously vanished, poof, so forth. That tree is no longer around. What happened to them? Who knows? You know what they say? If you do the unthinkable, you won't get to see the daylight. That's what that meant to be, Ollie Flowers. You won't get to see daylight. You won't get to see daylight over something that's forbidden. Who asked you? I don't care about whatever idea. I don't care. You ain't finna get the best of me. May you rest in peace, Ollie Flowers, because I took you down in your own game by bringing up something that matters most. Nah. Anything happen to me, that's why I got someone that's backup. Little old John Boswell. Bring in John Boswell into the fray. That's just gonna seal everything off, and that's gonna be the end Little old John Boswell comes into the fray. Guess what? That's total destruction for your behalf, OSI, and it's gonna be the true end. Sealed your fate, Ollie Flowers. I got Boswell to be on my case. Me and John Boswell go way back, and for me to bring John Boswell into the fray, that's gonna be the end for your troubles, the end of your debut, and the end of your necessary life in general. That's the end, Ollie. Now, the state I come from is Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. So, since I have to say this, Congress needs to make the call. Congress needs to make the decision. A person does something forbidden, right? And that person does something forbidden, a company or anyone just threw shade on it just to crucify that individual. So in any case, that person does something that's beyond out of reach, or better yet, that's far too, any person that does something far too great and use it just to bring massive destructive force nationwide, that state must be held accountable. So yeah, I'll say this: being what I am, I could feel like it feels like I'll be the last of the family tree. It feels like it after everything I've done. It feels like I'm the last in the family tree. So I gotta make something happen. And if I'm going to be the last in my family tree, just for one incident of a forbidden spell or maneuver or whatever, I need to bring it to Congress. I lose a family tree at the cost of a state. Illinois. Illinois is the cost of everything. I dislike Illinois. I don't want to go back to Illinois. The Cubs game, the Sox, go right in the toilet. Garbage. Garbage. It's garbage. Bring the destruction of Illinois. One family tree for the cost of a state. Illinois. One family tree for the cost of a state. And that's Illinois. I came from Illinois. The problem came from Illinois, and now the problem became nationwide. So that state is Illinois. Any damages and so forth, it all depends to Illinois. Illinois is solely responsible for the nationwide catastrophic damages. Illinois has to pay out of pocket for every single damage that has been caused by something that is so far too great. Something far too great just left that state of Illinois and so forth. Now it's became a nationwide problem. Yeah, that's it. That's all. I gotta say, my own family, they couldn't even understand a thing about me. Instead of, they're just guilty. Everyone's guilty. My whole family is guilty. You kill your own family member just for money and to believe that you'll be saved from being crucified over something that is forbidden. You know? That is the saddest thing. All that medication Will took, my brother, look at him. He been duped. Whole family been duped. My family been duped from the beginning. My family was not meant to be in this world with someone in their family causing a forbidden incident. A forbidden incident that is looked at as a bad thing by a company, by a shady company. OSI Food Group. That's why I went out of my way and just simply destroyed OSI. I had to just simply bring OSI to my knees by being what I am. I don't care about OSI. You have people taunting someone that has made himself, let's say, an indifferent individual. That family is indifferent. You have all the villagers. Literally, I'm gonna say civilians. Civilians are villagers. So they're just simply mocking that family tree for being marked for death. Yeah. So a family tree is marked for death. Everyone just makes fun of them, right? That's what you want. That's what's going on. A family tree marked for death by someone in their family over a forbidden technique, over a forbidden incident. Of one forbidden incident, even if it's one forbidden incident, that's enough just to cause, that's just enough to bring a death sentence to the entire family tree. And the villagers, aka the civilians, are just mocking and laughing and taunting that family tree because they're marked for death. Family tree marked for death being taunted by civilians, aka villagers, as the mockery of the century, so forth and so forth. Well, you know what they say, boo shakalaka, boo shakalaka. Okay, not going for it, OSI. Nah, my family failed. Didn't even want to listen to my side of the story. Didn't even want to hear it because they believe in all these lies, so I had to put them in a place. You even told my family just to discard someone. You telling families to discard him. He is no good. He is indifferent. But you come up with ideas like, oh gosh, he is the Satan of the world. He is the Satan, but or whatever the ideal is. But the point is, you just dupe the family. The family must, from the beginning, you just wanted to dupe the family. The whole family been duped from the beginning. The whole family been duped. The whole family been duped from the beginning. From the very beginning of the forbidden incident, that family has to be duped. A person that caused a forbidden incident in any company, 9 times out of 10, that family will be duped out of existence. You dupe the family out of existence because of what they say. 9 times out of 10, you do something that's forbidden. You say it's forbidden, unnatural. But yeah, you literally stated what happened is unnatural. So you have an unnatural family. That family is unnatural. That family has to be duped. They got to get rid of that family. That family, you stated, Ollie Flowers, that anything unnatural, that family must be removed from it. That family must be removed. So you just needed to find a way to dupe them from existence. Anything unnatural as any race, a person that can be male, American, Indian, or even African American, you stated, Ollie Flowers, that any individual that's African, Indian, Russian, does something that is unnatural, that whole family tree must be removed. And they'll be put as a laughing stock of a century for decades to even more massive centuries. You stated that, Ollie Flowers, and I don't care about that. But the joke's on you, Ollie, because you gone, you lost, and you literally passed away so heartbroken because things didn't went your way. Ollie Flowers, you left this world because things didn't went your way. It's not my problem. That ain't my problem. That is not my problem. Things ain't going your way for a reason, Ollie Flowers. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. It ain't went your way. It ain't my problem. I took it nationwide. Since you want to condemn a family over something unnatural, it's time for me to bring chaos all over the state of Illinois and so forth. I'm going to make sure Congress will secession the state. I'm going to do everything in my own power, in my own creative way to simply provoke Congress to secession Illinois. Secession is possible. To secession the state, it is possible. Let's see, what's secession? To abandon the state due to severe causes. A state can be abandoned. It depends on certain factors. It has to be in a severe case that a state must be abandoned by the union. So that's what I'm gonna do. In my own creative way, I will provoke Congress to simply abandon the state. That state is Illinois. Illinois needs to be abandoned. Abandon Illinois, abandon the Cubs, abandon the Sox, abandon the entire state of Illinois. Cubs and Sox is the home of Illinois, but who cares about that? That whole state must be abandoned. Springfield, no capital, no state. The union has the right to abandon the state, seize all functions in that state, and make that state pay the ultimate price for allowing something so severe to simply become a nationwide costly problem. So yeah, at the cost of a family tree for something unnatural comes with a state. Yeah, you lose a state at the cost of an unnatural family tree. Even if the other family members can't simply show how, even if the other family members can't show that they are natural, they have to be condemned because someone specifically wanted that family to be condemned. Ollie, you never wanted my family alive to begin with. You never want this family to be alive to begin with. You didn't want no one to be alive to begin with that simply made contact with that individual. So he's unnatural. You made contact with someone unnatural, they get condemned. That's what you stated, Ollie Flowers, and I don't care about that. Everyone's just making fun and all that, but it ain't bother me. But if anyone ever simply throws something at me or anything like that, guess what? I'm gonna show the unthinkable, and it's gonna be in bloodshed. Don't think I can't simply do what I think. Don't think I can't just simply. Don't think that I can't just simply just have my way by bringing a traumatizing victory over something that you call unnatural. You say unnatural, I don't care. It ain't my problem. It ain't my fucking problem. I don't care about that. Nah, I won't discuss that no more. There's one state to be secessioned at the cost of an unnatural family tree. Yeah, Congress has the right to know. Congress has the right to know whatever lies out there that's never been seen. Congress has the right to know about this shit. I don't give a flying fuck. You say it's harmful for a race to do something unnatural. It's unnatural for a race to do something like that. I don't give a flying fuck about what anyone say. That ain't my problem. That ain't my fucking problem. That ain't my problem. I don't give a flying fuck. It's unnatural for that family tree to be alive in the beginning. You stated that, Ollie, and everyone literally on your side as supervisor stated that. That family tree must be unalive because they're just unnatural. Unnatural family tree. They're just unnatural. They're just unnatural. They're not a normal family. They're just unnatural. They're unnatural. You stated that. Now, let's talk. OSI Lele. 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 Oh, Lele. Oh, Lele. Things are not meant to be. Oh, Lele. Oh, Lele. Lele. OSI Lele. Did you break up with Tony? You break up with Tony. I know. You break up with Tony because you're tired of Tony. I know Tony might hit you. Tony might slap you. Because you fantasize about Steve. I Steve. I saw it, Steve. I saw it, Steve. Lele. I had a dream about you. Lele. I dreamed that I marry you and I take the treasury and we can buy anything. I had a dream that I took the treasury for myself, me and you, Lele. We have kids. I have a kid by you, Lele. I named my kid Leah, a girl. I named my son Boku, and my other son Rolf. Boku, Rolf, and Leah. Lele, I have a kid by you in my dream. Steve. I saw it, Steve. Yeah, Lele. You break up with Tony because you had a dream about a Steve. You saw a Steve what? I cannot say it. Lele, I love you forever. But yeah, if the money, all the money in the world, yeah, the treasury. Yeah, the treasury. I'm going to make myself an indent for the treasury in my own creative way. I'll give a treasury to run for its own properties. If you got to lose a family tree for something unnatural, it's time to take it out on the treasury. I'm going to give the treasury a run for its own currency. So yeah, one unnatural family at the cost of a state plus the treasury must be involved. So I'll be a part of the treasury for making my own unnatural scene. Since OSI and anyone else has a problem with unnatural incidents, I don't care what nobody say. It ain't my problem. Have a taunt and laugh and he loses family. He loses family. Don't you see they've been duped? It's funny. Poke fun of them. It's funny because they are losers. You know what they say? 9 times out of 10, you do the unthinkable. I don't care about that. 9 times out of 10, the unthinkable becomes a deadly weapon nationwide, like a World Trade Center. 9 times out of 10, you bring up something that matters more than the unthinkable. People are getting hurt. 1,000 people done got hurt. And I gotta say, someone that I know literally took a Gatling gun and had to simply turn 1,000 people into soup. You know what they say? If you do something unnatural, plus you have your own personal backup situation, someone is gonna go enrage and take a Gatling gun and just simply spray at everybody. Took a Gatling gun. Say hello to my Gatling gun. Because everyone's not going to feel the same way about it. And if it brings harm to someone else, a Gatling gun comes in place. I got a gun, Gatling gun. But yeah, Lily, I love you, Lily. OSI, you work at that. You always making meals. You make a meal for Steve. Hi, Steve. I saw you. I marry you. I marry you, Lily. Hey, Lily, break up with Tony. I love you, Lily. I love you, Lily. You come live with me. We go to the treasury. We have the treasury for ourselves. I can have anything I want in the treasury. The treasury, all the money in the treasury is for Steve. All the money in the treasury is for Steve. Why? Because Steve is historic. So historic versus unnatural. Historic versus unnatural. Or a company, a shady company, say it's unnatural, but you go to Dubai, the Congress is historic. Unnatural versus historic. I'll put my faith in Dubai. I swear, Dubai. If I lived in Dubai and showed off a forbidden incident, they'll simply praise it as a historic masterpiece, a new historic masterpiece. I don't care what nobody say. You keep it out of public eye for a reason. I don't care. You keep that historic. You keeping a historic masterpiece out of public eye. Why? Far too great. You keep it out of public eye after everything happened. After everything happened, you keep that historic masterpiece out of public eye because it's historic. But everyone's literally just saying that it's just unnatural. I don't care if it's unnatural. You lose a family tree because someone in the family is unnatural. You lose a family tree because someone in that family is unnatural. It's no different from a World Trade Center. It's no different from a ship with 5,000 people on it just sunk to the depth of the ocean. It's no different from a building collapsed and it had 30,000 people in it perished. It's no different from a plane that carried 400 people on it and the plane perished in the mountains with fog. It's no different. It's no different from 90,000 people to perish in a fire. In a wildfire. It's no different. But you want the whole world to just mock, because his whole family tree is gone from existence. It reminds me of that character, Mafadi, that dictator guy, Mafadi. That Mafadi character. I don't know. It was back in 2011. That Mafadi character. I don't know I don't really care about him, but that Mafadi character. That character, Mafadi. I'll say Mafadi. I don't care how I pronounce it. I just say Mafadi. With the D or whatever his name is. The dictator Mafadi and his empire fell. Yeah. And rebels took over the Mafadi. I don't care about pronouncing his name right, but I just give him the nickname Mafadi. And they buried him in an undisclosed location. Where is Mafadi buried? They don't know. He's buried in an undisclosed location. But let's see. But back to Lele. Lele, I love you. Lele, OSI Food Group, I love you, Lele. Lele, I love you. Lele, Teresa Ortega. Babysit Teresa Ortega. I don't care much about OSI, but thank you, Teresa. I would like to kiss you, Teresa, but no, I like Lele. 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 You lay in the bed with Steve. I lay in the bed. You lay in the bed with Steve. I give you the best in the world. You lay in the bed with a Steve. I love you. I love you. I kiss you. I kiss your body. I kiss your body. I kiss your body. I do your hair. I I uh I paint a picture. I kiss your body. I kiss your body. I love you, Lily. OSI, Lily, 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 Lily. I love you. I love you, Alan. Oh shit. Oh shit. And Steve, I love it, Lily, Lily. Oh shit. And Steve, I saw your. I cannot say I love you too, Steve. You crazy motherfucker. You a crazy motherfucker. I love you. You want the money in the world, Lele? I go to the treasury. So yeah, I'm gonna take matters to the treasury. I'm going all out. Congress, heed my words. Oh, a company, shady company, want to condemn a family because someone in that family is unnatural. But they want to do it in private. So heed my words, Congress. I'm going all out. I'm gonna bring destruction nationwide. I did about 30 trillion in damages out of 80 trillion. But if I can make it to do 250 trillion in damages, that's awesome. 30 trillion in damages is nice. I did 30 trillion in damages. But it ain't just the USA. You gotta do it. You gotta make something happen nationwide. Nationwide. Make every country suffer. Make every country in despair. So, and I want to be a part of the treasury. So yeah, include my name on and my initials on every dollar bill. I'll do whatever it means. Congress, just know I'm just doing it just to make my own history count. Yeah, I'm a prodigy, but I want to become part of history in my own way. Make this would be the first. I want to be the first person to be introduced in the treasury. That's not a president. And I got to do so by simply going out of my means as someone that's called out as a unnatural instead of historic. Unnatural versus historic. Congress, do you think that I'm unnatural or do you think that I'm historic? Something that's so historic that can change the course of history. A person can change the course of history just by doing something that's never been seen before. What's never seen before will change the course of history. But everyone will simply be biased and say it's unnatural. So, unnatural my ass. Unnatural versus historic. I will do everything I can to be introduced to the treasury. Every treasury head from Scott Bensett to Janet Yellen passed all the way to the first person, Alexander Hamilton. Do you know how Alexander Hamilton felt when he had to deal with someone that is far too great? He literally let that person. What he did was, I could just simply think. I had a dream of Alexander Hamilton literally just let that far too great person, that far too great individual, print his one and only one time own dollar. They allowed that individual to have special benefits over everyone else because he's just far too great. No different from anyone else except he has something that no one else has. And to be treated unfairly like shit, okay. So I'm gonna make sure that Congress will simply put someone like me into an ideal note. I'm gonna make sure in my own way. I'm gonna make sure that Congress remembers what I am and what I'm capable of, and at the same time, being what I am makes me some sort of historic impact. After all, they say if the only way a person can be put on money, that person must be deceased, and they also have to be making a historic impact. I can make my own historic impact just by simply just being what I am, and I'll do everything in my power to make historic impact. I'm gonna give Congress a pressure for the rest of history. Congress will have to remember that someone on this earth is far too great and not being called a fucking unnatural being and a natural citizen and a natural being, a natural citizen, a natural baby, and a natural adult, and a natural elder person, all such and such. That individual is historic. Historic baby, historic father, historic founding, so forth and so forth, in its own unique way. Congress, heed my words. I'll say this once. I will make impact And I want you to make the change of it in my own way. Illinois is the cause of everything because that state just simply just threw shade on unnatural beings. Just completely threw shade on someone that has something that no one else has. Call it someone unnatural. That whole state of Illinois literally just called someone that's so unnatural that unnatural person has to become a nuclear weapon nationwide. So that's in revenge. I just needed to get revenge on what that state or any person has done to me. Any state that does something to me, or anyone that has to go through hell from someone, all because they're being called as unnatural. It's time to take matters in their own hands. You're the only last hope, and I'm the only last hope to make things right in my own curriculum, in my own calculated way. Congress, one unnatural family for the cost of a state, Illinois. Plus, be featured in the Treasury. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to be featured in the Treasury, even if I have to simply bring this destruction to the Treasury itself. I can bring destruction to the Treasury if I have to simply brainstorm and be creative. I have to be creative and customized about it. I'll bring destruction to anything. Bring destruction to every head and future head. Scott Bensett is the current head of the Treasury, but you got all other future heads in the future. You look at a future of 2020, you look at a future of 2230, a future of 3240, but particularly 2230. Let's see, in the year of 2230, how will things go about? The year 2230. 2230? Oh man, we won't know. It's uncertain. 2230. No one on this earth will not be around in 2230. But let's just say, will history repeat itself? That's for the world to find out. If you allow someone that's far too great to be remain in the shadows, and in the year of 2230, someone else emerges with the same concept, then hey, deja vu falls on you. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if history do repeat itself. I wouldn't be surprised if history does repeat itself, because that's all I gotta say. History in the year 2230. 2230, 2230. History will repeat itself. Unnatural, right? The whole process again. Unnatural versus historic. 2230, the year 2230. Unnatural versus historic. Deja vu. I can't wait to see how things will look for a world to simply go through another crisis or so forth of another deja vu. History repeated itself. Damn. I'm going to the treasure. I'll make myself worthy for the treasure. I'll do everything in my power to bring the treasury to awareness of what I'm capable of, even if I have to disrupt the treasury. Treasury and Scott Bensett, with all the money in the treasury, you got something far too great, right? But it's being called as an unnatural shit. State of Illinois called someone an unnatural shit instead of a historic being. So treasury, I want to use the treasury myself. I would love to use the treasury. I wouldn't even abuse the treasury. Just use the treasury for myself in some ways. But I'll go all out. I'm going to go all out and simply bring the treasury to my own understanding. Treasury. Just understand, treasury. You got beings out there that may be unnatural, but they're also a part of history. If that person is unnatural, that person is also a historic being far too great. Too great for the seal, too great of a cause, too great for everything. Just one image. Where's the image? Just one image. All it takes is just an image of that far too great individual or that far too great such and such. Anything far too great is restricted for several factors. One image. Where's that image? All it takes is one image. Does the person has to go on a rational spree and take it out on the president? Make an assassination attempt on the president just to get a feature of an image or being acknowledged just for being what that person is capable of? Far too great. So just say this, Congress. I'm going to just say, in the future, Congress, make note of what that person is capable of. Far too great. You take something from God. You take something from, you take something from God. You show it on earth. You become far too great over everything. Becoming far too great, that state is held accountable. Plus, you get access to the treasury. So, yeah, that's going to be my gig. That's going to be my way. Lele, you can have the money for the treasury. The treasury. So, yeah, Congress, in the future, just keep note of something far too great. Yeah. You take something from God. You show it on this earth. You become far too great for everything. You're restricted. Not only that, you become a whole new problem. So, yeah, the problem is you took something from God. So, you might have to teach that particular race not to take something from God itself and show it to the world to become a new piece of crazy history. But literally, it's just you could say historic fuckery. The historic fuckery. Congress, you could say it like this. Ladies and gentlemen, Congress, we have the historic fuckery. The historic fuckery. Someone took something from God, showed it on earth, and became a dilemma for the rest of history. You took something from God, show it from earth at birth and so forth, and you became a total concept of dilemma for the rest of history. Yeah. Took something from God, that's it. And because you took something from God, that entire race must be punished severely and so forth. Well, whoever race may be included, Africans or whatever. I don't care what it is. Yeah. So again, and plus you get access to the treasury. So a person takes something from God, shows it on the earth, it becomes a nationwide problem, an outspread, and you get access to the treasury. So I would like to get access to the treasury in my own way. So I have to make it so by simply bringing disruption. But yeah, treasury and all the future heads, just heed my words as I say. Far too great. You take something from God. Far too great. You are part of history, the founding fathers, just like Ben Franklin. Just the treasury and the government just simply say, any person far too great, they're just a friend of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin flew a kite, blah, 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 and such, with a kite with a key. Just say anyone that takes something from God and show it on this earth is a friend of Ben Franklin. Anyone that takes something from God and show it on this earth that has never been seen or unreal is a friend of Ben Franklin. They are part of history. They get access to the treasury. No questions asked. But also that family must be removed from existence because that person in that family is far too great. Not to mention that state is held accountable for that far too great person's actions. Let's see. Yeah, one more time. Congress and the treasury and all heads and everyone. Any person takes something from God and come on this earth born with something from God, shows it, they are a friend of Ben Franklin. That state is held accountable. That family tree must be removed because of that far too great person becoming a new founding piece, a new founding father in his own way. That new person is a Ben Franklin friend. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Lele, I love you. Lele. I know Teresa Ortega, Gabby, Emily, Alba. I know Alba. Alba, she look like a huevo. Pellegrino. Oh, Pellegrino. I know Maria. Coco. Emily, ISD, Liz, but yeah, Lily, I love you. Break up with Tony, you come to me, you have all the money for the world. We have 3 kids. Lily, I had a dream. Lily, me and you, we get married, we have 3 kids. Yeah. Lily, Alan, oh shit. Oh shit. I know. That's it, that's all. To the one in being. In the land of the living, to the hearts of the sky, I am the truth. Yeah. God has forsaken for the land of the free. In time of desperation, one has conquered all and weaves. The United States has crumbled by a faulty steep. Oh, say, dare say to the one in being. Needless to say, one is mightier than green. Statistic as it comes forth in chaotic pleas. Declaration, filing anthem, felt American dream. Oh, say, dare say to the one in being. I hope Congress include my own special anthem. It's called the Exified Anthem. Over the, oh, say, can you see bullshit? Yeah, oh, say, can you see? To the one in being, Stephen Edwardsville Tickner. Friend of Ben Franklin because he took something from God and showed it on this earth.